Well, hello there, stranger. Welcome back to Hot Springs Island. Looking for my mouse that I possibly lost hiding somewhere on the screen. There's Discord. Greetings.
Glued sexy seagulls.
Hello there. That was a wonderful phrase to walk in on.
I had your stream unmuted and I heard you talking. I'm like, hello, what?
Hello there. Double hello.
You are now muted.
Triple hello, even. Are you sure you don't want to leave a stream audio running and then respond just slightly late to everything I say?
I will actually go insane.
I think I'll go insane.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. You can say hello to yourself now.
Hi.
I don't want to.
Just say hi, wait a couple seconds, hear yourself say it, then say it back. And then you hear yourself say it again, and then you're just stuck. Sorry.
I hate this.
Yeah. I'm trapped with myself. No! Alrighty.
The worst person.
At least you know yourself well. Anyway, the three of you spent a night in Bavmorda's hut, and with our wonderful delivery of an amount we don't want to discuss of meat that was almost primarily delivered by our boy Aldrin, you've achieved levels. So we're all now level 4. Aldrin's undergone a little bit of changes. He's been mostly punching things, so he's now cleric, fighter Echo Knight. Lucky grabbed a point in Wizard, and Sarabi is on that good cleric life. So I do believe it should be 8 in the morning by the time we wake.
Oh boy.
I wake up earlier.
About what time do you wake up at?
I don't know. When do my nightmares start?
When you're not how does Lekka handle nightmares?
Considering they involve storms, not very well.
Not very well.
He's just screaming.
Yes.
You wake us up with your screaming.
We'll say
I mean, he's used to it at this point, honestly, so.
You get enough rest, obviously, to get your long rest. But they do wake you before everybody else. It's early. Not ridiculously early, but the sun is still rising. You see both Sarabi and Aldrin are sleeping. Bavmorda is more meditating than sleeping. As you wake, you're immediately met by the smell of oranges and rock dust, reminding you where you actually are. You are indeed in Bavmorda's hut. As a quick reminder, the area she's sleeping is basically behind a curtain of obsidian beads. And as you wake early, Lekka, after this nightmare, what do you do?
He needs some fresh air, so he's gonna go outside for a bit.
Okay.
Taking some nice morning dew. Not try to think about his weird-ass dream that he just had. However, he is thinking about something because he got woken up specifically by a seagull scream.
Was it the cry of a seagull, or was it like screaming at you? Do you know?
He doesn't really know. Like, it was just a seagull cry, but it was very familiar to him, though. And it's actually the cry of one of his, traveling companions, I guess is the word. A seagull that basically just follows him around from town to town. He hasn't actually seen him in like a week or two. Ever since he went to Shoot Hill, for some reason the seagull didn't want to follow. Bad omens or something. And Lekka figured, if I'm up early anyway, I might as well try some of these new rituals I learned. And he's going to try to summon his friend.
And as you try to summon this friend, does he have a name?
He does. You want to know it?
I do. I would love to know it. It's definitely a very serious name.
He has the best name. His name is Daniel.
You named him Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good name.
No, also, you get to voice him, by the way.
I've been told that's a pretty good name.
I hope so.
Quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
Daniel the Seagull.
It was almost Chicken the Seagull.
Almost.
Well, he sounds beautiful. What does your summoning look like?
He's basically, making like a nice circle in the ground in front of Bavmorda's hut, filling in the appropriate spots with the herbs and charcoals that need to be burned for the summoning. He's taking it slow, going by the book basically, step by step, and he ends it with like crying into the sky basically.
Literal crying or like saying something?
Literal. I mean, he's basically asking for Daniel, except it doesn't really come out as.
Doesn't come out as Daniel is just
Daniel.
Screaming.
Yeah, it comes out as a bit more like magical, intoned. I have no idea what the hell I'm saying, but apparently this means Daniel.
Excellent. As you cry havoc, the Daniel of War is released, and he comes to you.
Squawk.
Squawk! You've not seen him in a while. he arrives. And you blinked for a moment, so you're not really sure like how he arrived, or he like pulled through some sort of portal or something, and it's definitely confusing. He probably should not be here, but your lad has indeed arrived, and he greets you with a very cheerful, like, oh my god, seagulls, they don't squawk. What is the noise they make? Honestly, seagulls sound nice. They kind of like,
they don't.
Yeah, they kind of do, like in the distance.
If there's not 20 million of them.
And if they're not trying to steal your fries, like one or two seagulls kind of sound nice. When there's a flock of seagulls and just like, then no, not so much.
And then you don't have fries anymore.
Daniel the seagull definitely doesn't go after your fries, he goes after your shinies.
I say, does he go after your eyes?
He's more interested in shinies. Or things that float in the wind.
Eyes can be shiny.
Oh, mine.
I guess.
Mine.
Basically, yes.
Yes, precisely. If it is shiny, it is now mine.
Mine?
You notice after you complete the summoning, you hear it before you see it, but you look down and you see an ogre. He's not really staring up at you, but you know that he knows you're there. He's kind of looking around.
I know, or
not one you've seen before now. If anything, looks like he's standing guard and kind of looking off into not necessarily the horizon, but like the edge of the jungle. You can see another that's also kind of looking about. It indeed looks like both of them are on guard. The one that's closer looks a little bit smaller than the other one. The further one is kind of just looking about. He looks a bit leaner than the other, but they're really paying you no mind. Occasionally they glance back at you, but they're looking at you like they would another thing that just belongs here. Just quickly glance over you. If you're up there, clearly you belong.
I guess he'll wave at them. Hello, and he'll walk back into the hut.
All right, and as you head back in...
I'll give Daniel some pets and ask him how he's been.
He shares with you, like, he can't speak. It's mostly emotion that he conveys, right?
Yeah.
Lonely. He was looking for you.
Yeah, sorry about that. This place is a bit hard to find, isn't it?
The other seagulls don't play nice.
Makes sense.
They don't understand me.
You're better, obviously.
Not like the other seagulls.
Yeah, he's like, meh. You see that when you enter, Bovmort is sort of watching you from beyond her curtain, and she's watching the other two.
Like, if anyone, she might be able to tell that he's not a normal seagull, but...
You didn't have this in the morning, or sorry, last night. You have him now. She did help you with wizardry and such. As you guys did go over quite a bit. Maybe she wasn't expecting you to summon something so quickly. She just kind of gives you a nod as you enter. Doesn't say anything though.
Yes. Daniel, I'd like you to meet. This is Bovmorda. She taught me how to call you over.
She rises from her cot, being as massive as she is. Holds a hand out to sort of just have Daniel like perch on her hand, and she gives him a little pet as Daniel like floops on over, hops into her hand, and she gives him a very gentle pet. She smiles down at him and then looks back to you, and kind of like, off you go, little bird. Daniel flies back over to you, luck, and lands on your shoulder, and she says, most impressive. I only taught you this last night.
Well, yes. I have been working on it for a while. Your point has helped me out, though, with the finishing touches.
Good. One should keep their familiar close.
Yes, that's the plan. I haven't actually seen him for a while, so it's nice to have him back.
He does indeed feel longing. Hopefully you can change that. With their discussion, Sarabi and Aldrin, unless you guys are like stone cold sleepers, I assume you'd be waking about now.
Yes.
No,
I don't know. After yesterday, I might be sleeping in.
This is like an hour later because it takes an hour to summon him. So.
I'm sore.
But look how much stronger you got from all the workout.
I hate it.
Suddenly you know fighting styles and stuff.
Shut up.
I mean, it tracks. You had to be doing something while you're locked in your house.
You did like the training in your sleep thing.
Oh no.
The mind hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Wakes up
That's how
20.
that works.
Hell yeah, exactly. She looks at each of you, and her eyes linger on you for just a moment, Lekka, as she can tell you didn't sleep very well. Just by, gazing at you, and you think she might have heard you struggling in your sleep. The nightmares hit pretty hard this time, and she says...
it's fine, I get those sometimes.
After nodding. Did you all sleep well?
Yeah,
I heard.
I did.
Sounds mostly right. What are your plans for the day?
I guess we gotta head to that place, don't we?
Which place? Isn't there a few we could go to?
With the lizards?
Do we know where they are again?
Yeah, they're south, where our friends went.
Oh, yeah.
They are indeed far south. It is quite dangerous there, so, well, I wouldn't rush.
I mean, we can look around while we're headed that way, I guess.
Of course, of course. I will tell you one extra something. Not far from here. Oh, he thinks for a second. You can either treat this as a warning or an invitation, but please take heed to my words when I do say it is dangerous. I know not your strengths, at least not fully. Nor do I fully know your minds. I'm sure the three of you could think of something interesting. South of here, though, before you reach Svaku's, there's a mine. You'll see it plain as day, pressed up against the side of the volcano. It is known as the Ash Fire Mine. It is, well, approximately twice my height. Very, very hard to miss. You'll see it as a large, triangular, I'd say, entryway. Maybe tempting to enter this mine. Unless the three of you are quite wise, I would not recommend it. Entirely up to you, though, of course. Just thought I'd warn you.
Maybe something for later.
You know.
Like I would prefer not to go back to caves.
Yes, filled with those that wish to kill you. You are quite small, Lekka. They will show you no mercy. You won't even be worth enslaving. No offense, of course.
That's a mercy, at least.
Indeed. And to the other two, just watch after him. There are many beasts that might mistake him as a meal that roam this island.
There's a few that thought we were meals as well, so that's not surprising.
Smirks a bit at that, and she actually turns over to her table. Oh, will you be taking any food before you leave, or do you have what you need?
If you don't mind.
Some food would be nice.
All right, and with that, she begins working away at the table, just kind of pulling out some spices, some various eggs and such. You see some meats that she's been kind of curing with various salts, but she's not moving them with her hands. Her silvered hair is actually hanging out, and it's kind of floating now and grabbing these things. And it's like cracking the eggs, and it's pouring and mixing, and it's like she has just hundreds of arms, and they're all just working to her will.
Damn, that's cool.
And she very quickly, with a, combination of magic and just traditional cooking, just whips up some quick, just meat, some eggs, just simple stuff like that. It's a rather meager plate, but all the same, it should be good enough for the three of us. And as we sit and sort of have a mange, she points more towards the north, not necessarily where the ogre camp was, but kind of around the corner. And she says, another, maybe not warning, maybe something fun for you to do. There's a den, a little cave that the boars like to fight over, we'll say. And she kind of stuffs one of the eggs into her mouth and starts chewing and says, I've heard many folk get captured there. Maybe there's a few items that were left behind. It is a bit of a gamble whether or not it's currently being guarded or fought after, though. Just be careful.
Love to find another book.
Well, I'm not sure there'll be any books there, dear, but... And she thinks to herself for a moment, I wouldn't count on it.
The book I'd like is, once in a lifetime find.
She raises her eyebrows at that and says, you didn't show it to her, did you?
I don't think so.
Okay. No, probably not.
Well, assuming you were interested in it, I would say yes.
Ooh, you want to see it?
Don't.
Sure, why not?
What?
I still have the book, right?
Yeah, you have it on you.
I'll pull it out and open to the front page that I know the words
I thought
to.
you gave it back.
I'm keeping it if I can.
I mean, are you really going to show the Kama Sutra to the one of the few remaining ogre women?
Absolutely.
She leans over and looks at it.
She might learn a thing or two. You never know.
Oh, God. Don't look
I think
close.
she knows how it works.
It's not worth it.
Raising an eyebrow? Where did you find this, Robbie?
Technically, Lekka found it, and it was by that gorgeous naked statue on the front of the island that we came from.
Oh.
Why?
Just wondering. Was it buried? I assume it wasn't just laying out.
I mean, it was kind of partially buried.
Huh. Well, hold that close to your chest, I guess.
That's the idea, and I'll get to my chest.
She nods that and kind of just, And then realistically, whenever y'all want to peace out, you're more than welcome to do so.
Anyway, thanks, Bav. We'll get going now.
I limp out the door.
As you all head out, she's paying a pretty good amount of attention to the three of you. She's looking very closely at you all. And she's kind of like, to herself. And then just kind of gets back to whatever work she was working on as the three of you leave. I'll go ahead and just keep her token in this hex. And then wherever you guys want to go next. So it is 8 a.m. Where do we all wish to go?
I'm content going a long way.
Just like,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, right, correct. Yeah, the long way is the long way. It's up
I
to
guess
doodle.
we can visit the boar den or whatever on the way
Yeah,
as we go around.
sounds good to me.
And I'll have
Indeed.
Daniel look around for us.
I'm very good at that. I have good eyes. All right, so we're going to the north.
Yes, northwest.
By the time we arrive, it shall be noon. As we push through the jungle again, various leaves and such brush up against your body. As we move further and further in. Oh, joy.
Did you just roll something?
I always roll something. That's what
We
this
die.
module is, my love. Oh no, you don't die, but you
Not yet.
you rolled a critical success in a sense. Are you prepared?
So we die.
Okay.
That's not my crit success, but all right.
This is the greatest success. You can maybe learn something from the Sarabi.
All right.
Oh no. Don't tell her that.
I'm getting excited now.
As the three of you head through this jungle, you hear a skittering, like
Oh, great. Exactly what I want to hear.
it is coming from up ahead though, and it's not coming towards you. It's actually Sable.
Daniel, look ahead.
Daniel looks ahead as he kind of flaps on forward, has a quick look around, and comes back. And
I can actually see through him, I think.
Oh, you can see through him?
Yeah.
I mean,
But you,
Lekka
you
himself
can't
is
see through your
blind,
own
but
eyes.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Daniel goes forward. It sounds so weird saying my name out loud like that.
That's exactly
That's why you did it.
Third
There are
person.
other Daniels in this world. Get used to it, Hub.
I'm the only one. Have you met another Daniel?
No, he's the only
I
one.
have, actually.
Let me rephrase. Have you met another living Daniel?
Yeah, in high
Yeah.
school.
Can you confirm he's still alive?
He's dead.
God, I hope so.
All right.
Oh,
What? Why? Was he
wow.
Was he cool?
I mean, one or two of them were, but these are people I knew in high school. I don't want them all to be dead already.
Yeah,
They're all
sorry.
dead.
What can I tell you? Islander
They're all
rules.
dead.
They're all dead.
You went to the yearly Daniel convention. You were the only one.
He was officially allowed to remove the number behind his name.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was Daniel number 4, and now I'm just Daniel.
Capital D, Daniel.
Exactly.
And now you have to share it with Daniel the Seagull.
Heading forward with Daniel the Seagull, you
For
see
now.
through his eyes, Lekka, and just up ahead, you indeed see centipedes, giant centipedes.
Yeah.
You see 7 of them, and they are currently in the process of mating.
Okay. I stare.
Why are you interested in this? It's centipedes. That's disgusting.
You can't see it. I'm the only one seeing this.
Because it's life.
That's still disgusting.
Is it weird? Is it kinky? Or is it just...
Oh my
Is it
God.
weird? They're centipedes.
Let's Google how do centipedes
I want to
mate.
die.
How do centipedes bone down? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure it's horrifying to watch.
I mean, it could be totally boring.
Oh no, it's probably super boring. There's probably lots of
Well, like
grunting and
watching a
just
snake fight.
confused. Yeah, like just slapping each other. I mean, they're just like a bunch of armored segment plates just slapping against each other. If you're into
do they
that,
even do that? Don't they just lay eggs or something?
they might lay eggs. I don't know. Mine are getting down though. Do they have dicks? I don't know. These ones do. They have 3.
Now I kind of look it
Oh,
up.
whoa!
Each single segment has a dick. Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, that's a lot of dick.
No, I'm just describing this to Eldra and Sarabi.
The centipede reproductive cycle involves distinctive rituals.
Okay, you are
Nice.
watching this distinctive ritual. They're kind of dancing around each other, and then 2 are boning down, and there are 5 left. They're like, all right, I gotta do the best dance. While 2 are they're just going, they're smashing it. And then the other 5 are like, okay, I gotta dance real good because one of us ain't getting anything tonight, or I have to watch, or you gotta 3 it up, and that's just weird.
That's
So
weird.
Yeah, you're watching like 5 centipedes like do a dance. They're like getting wiggly. They're snapping their little
Why are
mandibles
these
in the air.
centipedes river dancing?
You're getting wiggly.
They're getting real wiggly. I mean, some of the wiggles pretty good. Like one of them's got some like he's got some real just doo doo. So just like the ocean, like the waves. It's not attractive. It's impressive.
Doing the salsa. The other one is doing a tango, and
Exactly.
is that guy river dancing?
See, I can learn to dance.
You might be able to learn some hip movements from these. But yes,
That is
other
not
than
what
that,
the rest of the Google post said, but you know what? Whatever. I'll let you have your centipede fantasy.
hell yeah.
I
They
mean, you still
are-
can't see this anyway, so
Correct.
I know.
I'm describing it.
Oh, damn it. Wait, hang on. He can't hear anything, right? He's just talking.
I can.
Yeah.
I think I can choose which I do. I'm just
I
right.
thought you had to choose. You're
Is it
either
both?
fully in the seagull or you're fully you.
Basically, the way that we played it was you would say something, and while you're talking, you can't hear us. So we basically had to wait, and then you could turn on "I want to now hear" through like big echo. But you had to like actively do that. So sometimes they were talking,
Yeah.
and you couldn't hear. So if
I'm
you
just
think,
like, blah, 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 blah.
right. So if you basically it's telephone, but you have to like actively turn on your telephone part. That's kind of how we were playing it.
says you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses.
Technically, Daniel isn't, a bird. So the second you let him go, he's not going to be like, I'm going to go kill myself. You
I mean,
can
just because I'm deaf doesn't mean I can't speak, though. I just can't hear what you're saying to me.
right. So
yeah.
Yeah, you can talk.
Basically,
That wasn't
yeah.
the point.
yeah, basically,
Basically, you are talking, and I'm like, what? Tell me more, and you can't hear a thing I'm saying.
we weren't like super strict on it, but to convey information quickly, so we're not repeating things like 100 times, we effectively had Daniel look, see, and do the thing, be able to hear. And when you wanted to speak into your thing, like you can realistically let go of the "I can see through you" and then take it back over, right? Or do you have to touch him to do that?
Mm,
I don't think you have to touch
It just says while he's
You
in
just
100
choose.
feet. Yeah. So basically, you can keep turning on and off the telepathy to the point where what's even the point? You can just literally turn on, turn it off. So you can like see something and then turn off, and look at the team and tell them something, and then turn it back on, then look through the bird, then turn it back off. You can just do that infinitely. I don't see
No.
any limitation of that. And that's kind of how you played it.
The only limitation is that it's based on an action, so it basically takes 6
Yeah.
seconds.
Right. So out of combat, you can just keep doing it on and off, on and off, on and off. If we're in combat, different story, but out of combat rules are different. So Daniel comes back. He looks a little scarred.
I would be too.
Don't make me feel
He
bad
doesn't
for him.
understand what's going on anyway.
He didn't like it though. Something deep down just was like, not a fan.
Probably
Would that
because
be
it was
the
very
case?
large food.
I mean, Daniel doesn't eat.
No, they don't.
I thought he was a real seagull.
No.
Oh,
He's special.
okay.
I mean, you don't know that.
I mean,
as far as
yeah.
both of you know, he's a real seagull.
In terms of how familiars work, none of them eat because they're not real. They're not pets. They can die. It's fine. It feels bad, but they can die. It's like Casey. She just comes back over and over and over, and you just keep killing her.
Over and over.
I mean, technically they are real. They just don't permanently die. They just go back to their own plane.
Correct. Yeah.
Exactly.
So while you guys head here, she told you approximately where this den was. So we'll just say in the 4 hours you both arrive here, and then you stumble upon the den. We'll say so. It won't take you an extra 4 hours to find this den. And as you guys kind of head through, up ahead, you'll see a swath of red-brown mud that is visible beneath an overhang that is covered in ferns and vines. The ground beneath this overhang appears heavily trafficked by something large. Vegetation around the sides of this overhang has been ripped up, and sickly yellow leaves are trampled on in the mud.
But where's the boar then?
Uh,
I hate you.
also, I guess question. Did you guys do anything to these centipedes, or you just gonna let them bone down?
They can
I'm
bone down.
definitely-
I'm not
I'm
going
definitely
near
avoiding
that.
them.
Yeah,
Leto remembers what they did to him last time.
I wouldn't go near that either.
Fair enough. All right.
Never
I think you're the
interrupt
only one that would.
people.
Like
No,
if
I don't-
anything, if I had a big spell, I'd probably nuke them because the ogre said get rid of them if you see them. So
Well, before I remember that, I would have just watched and not interrupted because you don't interrupt anyone during a mating ritual. It's rude.
I mean, you still would have gone there.
no, instead you're now a foyer.
Heading by this area, you guys see the boar den from far away. What do we all do?
I'm scouting it with Daniel. Daniel, go scout.
It is 100 feet he can go until he kind of pops back.
Yeah. No, I'm just basically asking him to take a look around and see if you see anything moving.
Can you still borrow his eyes up past that range or no?
Past that, no. That's
I
part
mean,
of
we
the same
said
thing.
we said yes in the Wednesday campaign, but I don't know what the official ruling is.
The official
no.
ruling is 100 feet.
On 100 feet, yeah.
for telepathy and the borrowing eye and hearing.
Heading on in, first we go by the entrance. You can tell that it is indeed dug into basically the side of a very small, like tree-covered hill. It looks like it's held together. So you guys can actually kind of see this from where you are. Daniel gets closer and basically confirms all of this. And of course, you're physically saying this. It's not too far into the den. It's just the entrance. It looks like it's held together with little more than tightly compacted dirt, wiry hair, and roots. Almost as if it's just like rammed into by either the boar or some other animal, just kind of like smushing up against it and just keeping this entry kind of opening and marking it as its territory. You can't really get too much further than just like the straight up entrance, which is just a pure mudded floor. Like I said, there are yellow leaves everywhere. You sort of see, I want to say, grafted into the walls and some into the ground. There's some like metallic, there's some shiny bits, like metallic shards. Sort of difficult to see. And then just past that, the room opens up to the right and to the left. Your bird can't go much further than this without you losing telepathy, I'd say. But as he looks about, you can see that the left turn isn't quite as harsh, and then the right turn looks like it goes on for quite some way. And you can see various creatures kind of moving about here. You can see like some bats, you can see some small boars, and you see a strange-looking creature you've not seen before.
Describe it to me, Daniel.
Daniel will describe it to you as Daniel describes it to you.
Daniel, narrated by Daniel.
Daniel. Daniel by Daniel.
This was the best choice of name.
Indeed. It doesn't confuse me at all.
Best and the worst.
Yes, I greatly appreciate being a boy.
Cursed. It's fine.
Yes. This bad boy here is about 12 feet long, 6 feet tall, covered in gray hide and bone spines that curve backward. It has 4 very large tusks. And you kind of see it chilling. It doesn't look very happy. And it's chilling by itself.
What the?
I'm just describing this thing to Sarabi and Eldrin.
Where is it again?
It's not at the entrance. It's just kind of beyond the entrance, and it's like leaning up against one of the side walls and kind of like just minding its own business.
I thought there were boars in this little cave.
Well,
but there's also that thing apparently.
Not a boar.
That is definitely not a boar.
Mutated boar.
It's a dire boar.
Other than that, you can't really get too much closer without losing connection to Daniel or physically getting close to yourself.
No, I'm not going to tell him to go into the cave anyway, so he can return. It's fine.
Okay. Flies on back to you.
Do we want to go in?
Do we want to go in? I'm not sure.
It was supposed to be a boar cave, but that's obviously not a boar, so there could be some other weird stuff in there that we could find. Information is money.
Yeah.
I'm cool with going in. I got my spells ready.
What spells?
This is day 6, right, Hub?
I believe so.
I guess we go in. Kind of stealthily, probably.
Do you want to do that now, or?
I mean, it's going to take us a while to get to the Lizardmen if we're going around the entire island, so we might as well do some other stuff.
Yeah, and I don't want to wait until nighttime either.
I mean, are these boar prone to taking noon naps? Can we ambush them while they're asleep?
The ones you saw walking around were indeed not sleeping.
Should probably go a little stealthy so that one sitting near the entrance doesn't see us.
There's a map for this location, so if you guys want to go in, let me know.
Actually, how high is this cave? The ceiling?
It ranges between 10 to 15 feet near the entrance, and you saw when it went in, it jumped up to like 30 feet.
I mean, it's still got to be dark. He doesn't have dark vision or anything.
Yeah, there's no light in there at all. Well, that you could see at least from where you were.
No.
Oh, true. Light a torch or something.
I might just unsummon him for a bit. Like, I just resummon him with a bonus action because I'm not, like, getting rid of him entirely.
Yeah, but I can make my kitsune be like little fireflies, I guess. I mean, big fireflies, but yeah.
Well, if she summons those, then I can see. But normally I cannot.
We can go in stealthily without fire, and I can lead you, or we both can lead you, actually.
Welcome to my life in the very first campaign.
Remember, you still need light for dark vision to work. You cannot see in pitch black darkness.
Also
true. Is it pitch black darkness? How deep is this cave?
No, it is not pitch black darkness. So there is indeed some light as you guys kind of peer into it. As a reminder to Lucca, there are bats clinging to the ceiling at the entrance.
All right.
That was the first thing that he flew by. They looked at your little boy, but didn't seem to pay him any mind because he's so tiny. And then moving inward, I'll say you saw like small shafts of light kind of piercing down through the roof. This whole thing is kind of held together by, like I said, mud and just gnarled, twisted trees. And then, of course, some stone. But it looks like the boar itself kind of like pushes into the walls to kind of shape this. And then maybe it's
try to dig my way in through the roof then.
You very much could if you wanted to. Might be a little dangerous, but you can. I mean, the drop is going to be a bit much.
I mean, I'm not jumping down, but like maybe lower a rope or something.
I mean, we can try to dig. I just don't know how well that's going to go.
Gently dig. I mean, there's already some streams of light going in, so it shouldn't be too hard, I guess.
This place is quite large. This hill has definitely got some chunk to the funk. May I ask where you'd want to dig down?
You said there were trees, right?
There are trees kind of all over this hill, yeah.
Probably trying to, like, somewhere in the middle-ish that we know that the middle of the cave is.
Make sure to tie the rope to something so that we can use it to climb back out in an emergency.
Yes, I'm gonna Mission Impossible this, so.
I'll say he should be able to dig through this pretty quickly and stealthily because he is indeed a kobold. He'll just be good at that. For the other, you two, what are you guys doing while he's digging? Are you doing anything to assist, or?
I'll help dig.
Yeah, I was going to say I can probably help dig.
Turn into fox form, help dig.
I don't want to use Fox yet. It's only once per long rest.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming the first thing you're going to do is basically dig a hole, then look in. Do you have any source of light? Because you're going to be basically blocking the source of light with your body, obviously. Are you trying to dig it big enough that light's coming in and you can see?
Yeah, I could just do Kitsune 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Okay, so you got about 20 feet or so then. And do you have dark vision, Lekka?
I have 60 feet of dark vision, yeah.
Nope. The three of you roll me perception to kind of like triangulate where the best place to dig is.
Nice.
We'll use you guys as...
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
So looking down from here...
Damn. This place is big.
Obviously, so you can see up to 130 feet. If you want to pretend with me, you can only see 60 feet. Yeah, about 60 or so. That column is where that strange beast is. By 2, you actually see some boars just they're kind of walking around. They're moving up. They're semi near the entrance. There's 4 of them, and they're not large. They're just, this looks like a boar you wouldn't mind contending with compared to the other ones that wanted very much to eat you. These could probably still eat you, as you are a small boy, but, these are a little more reasonable. And they're roaming like kind of the whole area, but they're primarily staying sort of near there. And then looking to the south, you can't really see too much because there's a turn to the southwest of where you are. You can see a boulder, a very large boulder, and occasionally light will glint off it. Light is also glinting off of the column to the north. But other than that, you don't really see too much else. The walls are just, made of mud. To get a detailed look, you'd have to get pretty close.
Light is glinting off of the column?
Yes, light is glinting off of it.
Yes, the column with the big thing next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess we had to kill the big thing.
Yeah, it's also glinting off of whatever's to the south.
I would first like to check what it is, but there's no real way to do that right now. It's also a cave, so if we make noise, probably everything will come for us. So.
Yeah, you're fairly quiet. You're fairly quiet. It definitely smells different in here. It's a lot more musty. I want to say there's been a recent death in here, but this is feeding ground, mating ground, kind of everything. This is their home, so it's not too strange to smell and to see what you are currently witnessing.
Reminds me of home.
I definitely will say, Lekka, the longer you kind of dangle here, the less safe you feel.
I mean, I would have definitely gone out in that case. He's a coward after all.
You rejoin your friends back up top and basically relay all the information to them.
Ooh, shiny things? Let's go.
The cave is a lot bigger, actually.
I feel like if we leave the bats alone, they might leave us alone.
I mean, I'm not good at stealth. We can try, though.
No, we can't, because we have scale mail. We have disadvantage.
I mean, that doesn't mean we can't try.
It'll go real bad.
That's not guaranteed to go bad.
Did you see those perception rolls?
Well, that doesn't mean the next rolls are going to suck.
That's not how Lux works.
You're supposed to be the optimistic one. I'm the pessimist in this group.
Oh, fine.
So, what if we tie a rope to me, and you'll lower me in, and I'll try to sneak in solo, and if something goes wrong, you pull me back up. What can go wrong?
Sure.
What could go wrong? Something cuts the rope.
Yeah, and then we die. Or you die.
No, I die. No, I can't take fall damage anyway. Because I have...
Wait, really? Oh. That'll do it.
That would do it.
Unless you don't have a spell slot.
No, I have a class feature thingy that allows me to cast it once without spell slot.
Very nice. See, it's nice to have Featherfall because most people don't get use out of it, but it's like, I'm going to fall and die. Except.
That's specifically why I picked it.
Yeah, smart.
And also because Lekka was going to do a lot with like falling and floating around.
I'm definitely a fan. All right, so what's the plan? So Lucky going in alone, you guys going in the front, you guys going down the top?
I mean, I could fog cloud inside and then we all jump down, try to take whatever we can and go back out as fast as possible. Hope
the problem with fog cloud is we're blind.
Yes, but so are they.
I mean, we can try it. I'm down for whatever.
Or we just start blasting.
I'm cool with just blasting.
I mean, we have a lot of range. We can sit 120 feet away from here, from the cave, start blasting the bats, see what comes out, blast those. I hope the big guy also comes out.
All right, as you guys head back to the front, you can indeed see that things haven't really moved. The bats are still clinging to the ceiling. You can still hear it dripping throughout the cave, and it seems mostly silent. Of course, you can also hear the animals moving about.
Can I use thaumaturgy to create harmless tremors in the ground for a minute?
It would spook things, but...
Well, I mean, even a minute should spook the bats enough to either wake up and get out or wake up and attack, right? They're essentially guarding the entrance, right?
They're sleeping.
I'm pretty sure they're just bats, but...
Alright, I will
Try
use
to hide,
thaumaturgy around a corner if I can.
As you cast that, you can hear the tremor, and some of the dirt comes loose in the ceiling, and you hear the chittering from the bats. They seem unhappy to be disturbed, but they do not leave.
Do they settle back down, or do they look like they might attack whatever comes in?
After the tremoring stops, they stop chittering.
I think they'll leave us alone if we leave them alone.
I mean, we did see them attack the lizards.
But it was outside, right?
Yes. You know what? I'm going to try one more thing.
Okay.
Is there any bushes like in front of the cave we can hide in?
I mean, there's overgrowth and plants everywhere, yeah.
Nah, sure. Anything big enough we can hide behind?
You easily, yes. Aldrin probably not. Like, well, if he's crouching or doing what are you trying to do?
Straight up standing behind a tree so nobody can see him, basically.
Right. So
Something
if you guys want to hide, you guys can obviously take a step back from the den. When you say hide, what are we hiding from exactly?
So they can't see us at a first glance.
Okay. I mean, Aldrin would have to take a step back. That, or just move around the mouth of the cave. That's technically hidden. So if the mouth is there, you can just stand next to the mouth, and if you blast them, they technically won't see you. Or you can take a step back like 30 or so feet and be behind a tree.
I want to be far enough away that if I shoot them, they can't immediately see us and maybe fly away.
What's your furthest range spell?
I think 120 feet.
Okay. You should be able to, because you're so small, you should be able to hide in some random bush or behind something and shoot one of them, and you'll be fine if you have 120 foot range. And then if the other two wish to hide either near the mouth of the cave or behind a tree further back, you guys can definitely do that as well.
I'll just hide around the side.
Same.
Guess I'll take a shot at one of the bats.
Your intent is to start blasting?
Yes, I start blasting. That's
as you do.
Pretty bad.
Oh, the dirty roll?
Yes.
I was going to give you a boy. Boop.
Whole lad.
If they don't know you're there, yes, you can have advantage. So everybody, roll me initiative, please. And then, like I mentioned, if they do not know you're there, they don't get to go. So effectively, they'll go, and then Lekka, it is now your turn. Since Sarabi and Aldrin are hanging back, you technically already rolled to attack. Which one would you have attacked?
Whichever one is closest, so probably the red one.
Okay. So you got to blast this unfortunate boy, and your ball of lightning kind of careens off, and we'll say it like strikes.
Did I get advantage though? Or?
Oh yeah, roll again. Sorry.
No, watch me roll on that one.
As you do.
Yeah, we'll use the same first. There we go.
It's not on that one.
Still 2 damage. All right, so you blast this boy and do indeed strike him when you kind of hear it in this opening hallway as it echoes.
I am definitely hiding after this, by the way.
Yes. Do you? Where do you go to? Where do you move to?
Like, I'm small enough. If there's a tree nearby, I would definitely be hiding behind a tree.
They do know where you came from, so this one is going to fly towards that general direction, and it's looking about, and you can kind of hear it like chee, and it's going to stop there and then kind of like chill. It's still like hanging on the mouth of the cave, and another one will fly down that hangs on the mouth of the cave here, and then this one's going to fly and it's actually land on top of the cave. I'm going to put it in the middle. It's on top of the mouth of the cave though, and the 3 of them are looking outwards, and they are currently trying to find you. Lekka, roll me stealth. Alrighty, as they look about, you accidentally step on a twig, and you can hear them kind of and you know they can't do anything on this turn because they are still looking, but they know where you are. Aldrin.
I mean, the plan was to stay hidden.
They're not looking at you. You know they're looking at Lekka.
Can I make my fake boy like right under them to distract them?
Possibly to distract them, but not to melee them. The mouth of the cave is too high.
Yeah, no, it's just to like put something there for them to look at.
It needs to be line of sight?
Yeah. Within 15 feet of me, so probably like right under the...
Place your boy where you will. So you summon him, and then what do you do?
I'm just gonna wait to see what they do. I'm gonna like hold my action. If they actually go down to him, I'm gonna smack him with them.
Okay. The two that are closer to it have kind of like chitty, and you can like hear the purple one will say. He like digs his claws into the side of the cave, and he looks like he's going to move down to strike this new foe that has popped up. The yellow one, the red one, still got there looking for Lekka, but you've definitely gained the attention of the yellow one. He's just not jumping down. So, Robbie, we got big boys. What you doing?
They look strong.
Have you fought a giant bat before?
Not sure.
In terms of their wingspan, they're like 10 feet across.
They kind of thick though.
Target all three.
They do be kind of thick though. It's a giant bat. Large black wings, eyes reflect hypnotic lats, sound like barking. They're 4 to 5 feet tall. You're baiting the far one?
All three, if I can fit them. It's 30 feet.
As long as they're within 30 feet of you, you can do all of them. It's
30
it's
feet,
not 30 feet from a point.
Excellent. Go ahead and select the other two, and then cast Bane again, but don't use a spell slot this time. Alrighty. Unfortunately, the other two do succeed, but it did land on the far one. Alrighty, Lekka, you are trembling in your bush. Two bats are looking at you. What do you do?
Oh boy, how far away am I actually at this point?
You tell me. You probably would have moved
as far as physically possible without like obscuring my line of sight or going out of range.
Where I put your tokens, where you probably be.
Yeah, okay.
Realistically, you can hear the Sarabi cast something loud, and the bats kind of like screed at whatever it was. Aldrin did something, but she didn't hear it.
I guess I'll just shoot another lightning bolt at... Which one did I shoot at first? The red one, right?
Correct, the red one. He's chittering around and looking. Ooh.
Critical hit even. Nice.
Ooh, already.
Low rolls on the damage now.
Yeah.
Incredibly depressing low roll. Yes, that is not great. But as you stand up and strike this beast with your lightning, you got a critical hit, my friend. What bonus effect would you like with this?
This one was hanging from the ceiling, right?
Correct. It's kind of like hanging. It's basically like plastered itself to the side of the mouth of this cave. And then the yellow one's on top of the cave. The purple one is on the left mouth of the cave, basically.
I guess I want to ground it.
You want to ground him? Okay, cool. We'll say you strike it so hard with this lightning bolt. So it was about 15 feet up off the ground. Almost impossible to hit. You strike it so... Yeah, I know, right? You strike it so hard with the lightning that the creature just screes out. You blast into one of its wings, and it kind of like... and it just spins, and it just smashes into the ground. Roll me 1d6. All right, and he takes additional damage upon striking the floor. He very much knows where we are and is incredibly angry.
Good.
Are you just chilling in your bush and kind of hiding there?
I mean, we're outside. Daniel's around. I guess I'll bonus action have him help.
I'm just holding my action right now for if one of them goes towards my echo.
I guess I'll bonus action help.
The purple one?
Yeah. Trying to actually get him to fly away.
All right, I will say with that critical hit, the red bat very much would like to mange on you. Mange.
No, come walk over here, flyboy.
Yes. So his run speed isn't so great, and because of that, he's actually not going to go towards you. They kind of chitter at each other. He's just going to go for Sarabi. And for the time being, he is grounded and cannot get up. Help, I have fallen and cannot get up.
Life alert for bats.
He will dive at you, Sarabi, baring his fangs. Fortunately, he just barely misses as you're able to sort of parry. So, side note, can you say no on that roll? Glancing damage won't affect Concentrator. Yeah. Mr. Aldrin, the purple bat decides to fly down towards your echo and strike at it with its fangs.
Oh boy, so he gets a big smacking in the face. Have a big smack. Never mind. Have a small smack.
He like half hears you coming and then kind of dives out of the way. But he is still going to attempt to strike at this echo.
My boy.
All right, like I said, Fancy Blows cannot kill. He only has 1 HP, right?
Yeah.
All right, your boy lives as he kind of sort of fancily dives out of the way. The yellow bat is just kind of incredibly confused, but he did see you shoot that lightning from a distance, and he'll fly down from this, just like launch himself towards you, like a...
You look tasty.
Very tasty small lad.
Small.
small lad. He'll latch onto the tree and sort of like dig his claws into it and then just jump at you, fangs bared. Hello.
Okay.
Oh, I die.
Big munge. If we had the other rules, you would have taken an additional 12 damage, but you do not. And I'm not the main character, so I don't add bullshit when I crit you guys.
Very how that works.
Yes. I figured that would be fair. You guys are MCs. These standard ass bats don't get extra crit effects when they crit you guys.
They steal health.
They
vampires.
Yeah, they hungry though, if they can freaking hit. And that one was full HP. What an idiot!
Wow, what a dummy!
Oh, what a dumbass! So he does bite down onto you, Lucca, and being as small as you are and as large as he is, you have to like bat him on the face multiple times to get his fangs out of your arm. All right, Aldrin, you saw this lad jump down towards your echo. What do you do?
Well, I gotta bop him on the face, obviously.
Also, I will say, before you roll, don't roll. I messed up with that last one. You should have had advantage on that first swing. You'll have advantage on this one, because you should have advantage on the next attack, because of Daniel.
Because of Daniel. Oh.
Because of Daniel, yes. I put
because
Daniel.
Of you.
Yes. Yeah, you're welcome. I put Daniel next to the bat so I wouldn't forget. Anytime, dog. That's what I'm here for. Give my players advantage.
Well, I will give him a good old smacking in the face. Big bop.
Give me the biggest bonk, please. Thank you.
Biggest bonkus.
May I please have another? All right, you just like smash this dude across the face, and you can hear something crack as you draw blood. The bat is now very confused.
I'm gonna also have my echo attack him with this.
Okay.
And I get to smack him again from my echo.
Ooh.
Big smack.
All right, the echo swings out and also strikes the bat. You can hear it just... It's on the floor and it's kind of backing up, and it just screams. Alrighty, Sarabi. You see Aldrin is beating the shit out of this bat. You got one in front of you and one's jumping towards Laka. What do you do?
I inflict wounds.
You reach out and touch Faith. All right, unfortunately, you do not get a good grip on this bat, but it has to try pretty hard to avoid you. And just your glancing blow, moving your hand past, you can see its skin rotting.
I would have had to move here.
Oh, too far.
All right, Laka.
I'm gonna, let's see, free action, use my, I think it's Quicken Spell, right, for this?
To make it a bonus action?
Yes, and I'm gonna do that on Fog Cloud.
Or we fogging?
My general area.
Yeah, run away.
Use my Tempestuous Magic to fly 10 feet away without attack of opportunity. Actually, they can't do that anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm basically gonna use the rest of my movement to get away from him. And then I'm gonna use my familiar feature thingy to deliver a touch spell to my familiar.
All right, your duck touches my bat. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, he's missing anyway, so...
Alrighty, Daniel attempts to reach out and shock this bat. He's indeed electrified and very, very close to death, but not dead. The bat is confused and the bat is hungry.
Sadly, he's not made of metal, otherwise I would have advantage.
Indeed. What was the spell you were casting, by the way? Fog Cloud?
Yeah, Fog Cloud.
Okay, are you dropping it on my orange bat? The yellow one?
My bad, I forgot to actually cast it.
All good. As you like scurry away after you cast that, you can hear it like chittering and moving and pushing through the bushes looking for you. For now, he still thinks you're nearby. When you dive over there, Laka, are you like trying to stealth again, or there's bushes everywhere? Yeah. So okay, I'll have you roll stealth when they look for you. Alrighty, the bats being bloodied unlock their secret bunkai.
Oh no!
And he dives for you, Sarabi. Fangs bared. Give me your flesh. Delicious. He takes a nibby out of you.
Oh, I can say no.
All right. So in the future, not for this one, say no, but for this one, say yes. That hit. Alrighty. You maintain your concentration. Congratulations. But you do also feel as if the enemy slurped that good slurp from you.
How dare
not the
you?
Good slurp.
He got that good slurp.
I mean,
that's her thing.
All right.
Yeah, I don't suck blood, though.
Oh, we don't know that.
How dare this thing make me bleed my own blood?
Wait.
Son of a bitch. How strange does your echo look?
It's me, but like transparent, I think.
You, but transparent.
Whatever,
okay.
Whatever
So,
the word is.
I would say it's confused by it. It dove at it initially because it existed. Whether it made sound or not, it was the only thing it could see, so it dove down to strike at it. This bat is not a complete fool, but it is very much in pain, and it is going to just scream again. And you can hear the scream echo throughout this cave. Sarabi and Aldrin, roll me perception.
Oh boy.
Can you also roll perception?
Yes.
Oh, you already rolled for me.
I did. I figured it's only apt that I roll for myself.
Sure.
I also forgot you could control him.
Yes.
We'll take that 19, though. And then we'll take the 20
Sure.
from Sarabi. You two, Daniel, Sarabi, hear chittering returned from inside the cave.
Same bat sound chittering?
Same bat sound, correct. And I'm going to have the giant bat just toss up between Aldrin and this duck. It's not a duck, it's a seagull. The juicier target, apparently, is Aldrin.
No.
All right.
Because
with,
Daniel only has 1 HP.
With fangs bared, he lashes out
Or
at
is it
you.
2 HP? I can't remember.
Ooh, lucky duck.
I mean, either way, it will probably die in 1 hit.
It will die in 1 hit, correct. Fortunately, this bat does not get its bonus ability because he actually missed you.
I've been saved by Bane, barely.
You've been saved by Bane.
Bane barely helped.
Hey,
Damn.
help us help.
God, my rolls are rolling 1 even when I'm not rolling them.
It only needed the 1.
Yeah,
If it rolled 1 higher, then I would have been hit.
Lucky.
and that honestly, Sarabi, that's all you need. You are very much helping. Okay, Lekka, roll me stealth. All right, I'm gonna roll perception with disadvantage. All right, the 3 of you.
I could think that was disadvantage then.
Just see this thing flap its wings. It doesn't blow away all the fog, and it blows away the fog in its immediate vicinity. It just flies straight up, and it begins looking around and kind of just like just trying to find a good, delicious target.
Great.
It cannot find Lekka because that is the one he wants to find. The small one has run away, so the dice will decide again. All right, dice say, Aldrin.
Not again, please.
Noms.
Stop it.
Big fangs bared. Big bite. Nope. As the the bat lashes down against you, and he kind of grabs onto your shoulders with his little batty hands, and then he just takes a chunk out of like your shoulder.
That's just rude.
Big Mond. All right, Aldrin. What do you do?
I'm going to give this boy a smackin'.
All right.
As you do.
As you do.
Big smack. Not big smack.
If that hit, it would have been Big Smack. Jesus.
I think that's max damage, actually. Yeah, it is.
I believe it is, yeah. 6 + 6.
And then Jesus. I'm gonna spend half my movement to swap spots with my Echo.
Okay, very cool.
So I'm not between 2 of them. I can bonus action second wind now. Hell yeah.
I mean, then you can cast Blast.
13 health back.
Okay.
Kind of a waste.
That roll max healing too?
Lucky.
No, not action surge demons.
Yeah,
Healing
I was waiting. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
I do have action surge as well. I'm not used to having that.
Yes, it's a nice ability to have.
It is very nice.
I don't think there's much of a point to using action surge right now, so yeah.
All right, Sarabi, you see 2 bats have surrounded your friend and his Echo. There's 1 on your ass. What do? You point at 1 creature you can see within range. The sound of a Dolorous
Bell, yeah?
Dolorous Bell. That is...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
It's
it's
the
bad.
Bell of Death.
That's definitely interesting.
I
like
used that spell once.
That's a very cool sounding spell.
Yes,
The bat seems slightly frustrated that you've used this ability on his brain, and he seems somewhat racked. Roll me a d4, Sarabi.
You are dead for 3 rounds.
All right.
No.
Only for 3 rounds, though.
Just for
Not
3
permanent.
rounds. They might kill you in those 3 rounds, you never know, but...
Exactly. It could suck me dry.
Can't kill
by
me if
then.
I'm already dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Please.
just sucked them dry back.
Oh. Can we not?
Use your counter suck.
Can we
Already.
not do this? fast?
Reverse suck.
I only do that on humans.
He was once a human.
I'm not talking about that kind of sucking. I mean, hello.
Like, actually bite him. Actually
Only
bite
on
him.
humans?
Oh, all right.
With your actual teefies, Sarabi.
My
Yeah,
actual
you're a Kitsune,
TPs.
you have actual fangs, you know?
Yes, use your actual teepers.
That's not a bad idea. He'll probably be freaked out.
All right. Because you use
You'll become the Bat Queen.
this specific spell, the bat seems more disturbed by it than usual. He does indeed seem frustrated, but you do know, Sarabi, that he's so focused on you that if you move away, he'll lash out. You're hiding like a... What's the plan?
So, out of the 2 next to Sarabi and Eldrin, the bloodied ones, which one looks worse for wear?
The one next to Aldrin looks very bad.
I'm assuming it's 1 HP because I missed for 12 damage, and he was already hurt before that.
Yes. I'm gonna fire a single one of these his way.
Hey, all you need is a magic missile. Hell yeah. Alrighty. And that goes flying
And the other two
out.
are going to the other one.
The yellow one or the red one?
The one next to Sarabi.
Okay, excellent. It's 9 more damage.
Not bad rolls though.
Excellent. Pretty spicy.
That's 2 max rolls.
That's max, and then close to max. Ooh, buddy. Alrighty, with 2 quick blasts in a single spell, Lekka, you dispatch both of the giant bats. One is taken across the face and just you can actually hear its neck snap, Aldrin, and just falls over.
Lekka blows his finger.
Oh, okay.
The power of finger guns.
That's how I do it. For bonus action, I'll help action the other bat, I guess, with Daniel. Daniel, go help out.
All right.
Go swoop in for a bit.
You're helping the bat hit us.
Help action against the bat.
The bat's not really in the best of moods. You guys aren't sure if it's going to strike out against you or what, but you see it kind of launch up and then fly or begin to fly past Aldrin. It's going to quickly bare its fangs and basically attempt a flyby strike at you.
Why so mean?
Because he's a very angry boy.
Technically, you get a attack of opportunity because he flew away from your shadow.
Can the Echo do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can attack of opportunity from the Echo.
Does it have its own reaction besides, or does it use your reaction?
It uses my reaction.
Okay.
It's just I attack from his space.
You also get advantage on the attack of opportunity.
So I get to bonk him.
You get to bonk him.
Big bonkage.
That was actually pretty big bonkage.
No,
and he actually continues into the cave.
Take another attack. No.
That's how that works, right?
If only that was how it works.
Nope, I only get the one reaction still.
All right, seeing this bat fly and just pass by you, how y'all react? What do y'all do?
Hey, get back here, you turd!
Are you run
Don't
after him?
follow him in!
How
far away is he?
Oh, God. I'm going to throw a javelin instead.
Okay.
Okay.
Javelin! No, my javelin!
This feels
I'm still
somewhat...
going to be running after it as I throw the javelin.
Don't go in too deep! Also, don't yell!
I'm not yelling, I'm just throwing a javelin.
Question.
I'm talking to myself!
The duelist, is that melee damage only or also range damage?
I think
it's one-handed weapons. I don't think it would count for a javelin, though. It's when you're holding one weapon and no other weapons.
If it says one-handed weapon, I am totally fine with that. You charge in, and you don't necessarily strike it. The javelin kind of skirts by it, and you can see the creature is very much in pain. It was attempting to fly upward and latch back onto the ceiling, and you can hear it skittering. And just off in the distance, you can actually see 2 more bats that responded to its call.
Oh no.
Aldrin, when you see these bats, what do you do?
Yeah, I would swap with my clone, but I ran too far, so I can't.
Your clone can also move, right?
I think I might be able to command it.
Wasn't it a free action to command it?
I believe he can move a pretty small distance for free, yeah. I thought so, at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just straight up 30 feet movement.
On your turn, you can mentally command your Echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction.
Oh, 30, I thought that was 15.
Yeah,
cool.
It's a free action, yeah. So he can just follow you a bit.
I mean, I'll bring him closer, I guess, here, but that's all I can do. I will leave him. Is that within 30 feet? Yeah, that's within 30 feet, so he doesn't disappear there, but I can swap places next turn.
Sounds good. Did you say anything besides just make noises?
No, because I don't want to make any more noise.
Fair enough. You know they can see you, though, and they are basically coming to attack already. They're already coming at you. They're basically waiting for you to enter.
If only Action Surge gave me more movement.
If only.
Can we see the spiky pig from here, or no?
You cannot. Because their initiative was before yours, and now they've been revealed, they're going to take their turn now.
Oh boy. Goodbye, friends.
One will dive at you. And once again, fangs bared, it will strike out. In your complete fear state, you somehow avoid it entirely. I'm going to say this is basically floating above you, but I'm going to put him to your right. So he'll basically fly over you, and then lash down with its fangs at you.
Rude.
Quite. Fortunately, they effectively both miss, and Aldrin, you are mostly safe for now, but you can tell the bloodied one wants revenge for you shoving a pole up its ass. Sarabi, you see this as 2 of these bats fly down towards your friend. What do you do?
Hep.
You vault over the corpse of the red bat.
Yeah. Not help. Hep.
Hep.
I cast Hep.
Happy.
So you're rolling the D12.
Oh, yeah.
He succeeded, so half that is 3 damage.
Is he freaked out too?
He's very unhappy. I will say, rather than him taking extra damage because he was sitting on the ceiling, he's actually just going to slow control fly himself back down to the ground. And then kind of skitter about and like, who the hell did that? So rather than being 20 feet up in the air, he's going to come down. So technically he's now in range for Aldrin.
Oh, boy.
Anything else, Robbie?
No.
All right, Lekka, you saw your friend run into the cave after they presumably killed all the bats. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm definitely moving up to see what's happening inside the cave.
3 bats are happening on Aldrin.
Help. Hep.
Lekka takes 5 seconds to think to himself.
5 seconds, oh no.
I have something to help you. The problem is you have to let me do it this way.
I mean, I'm leaving on my turn.
Yes, but how much do you trust in your strength saves? I need to angle this just right. Too bad.
See, I'm fine either way.
The dead one rolled. I'm like, why did that one roll? It's dead. That's funny.
Now the problem is, which of these saves is the dead one?
Yes, in order from like where you shot it. So the first one rolled a 9, so we won't count that at all. And then we'll say the second one rolled a 14, and then the last one rolled 18. So everyone succeeds. Is there any effect if they succeed?
If it succeeds, they just have difficult terrain if they move towards me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey, warn a girl before you mess up her fur.
I will say both difficult terrain, and they can't fly through the wind. They have to walk through it.
Yes, this also drops my fog cloud, by the way.
Yeah, I deleted it. No worries. All right, is that your turn?
I guess bonus action, Daniel can help Sarabi.
So you don't cast it on Sarabi, you use it on the enemy. So you basically say which one you want advantage.
Sure, I'll do it on... which one do you want, Sarabi? The closest one?
I'll take the purple one.
Sure.
All right, the yellow lad will slowly climb along the floor. Aldrin is slowly coming towards you as this gust of wind is blasting towards him. Because he's bloodied, he gets extra oomph. But he misses. Does not receive his oomph.
I am still dying. Help.
All right, Purple Boy also would like to take a bite out of you.
Please stop.
So the red one that then strikes out as the 3 of these bats are lashing out at poor Aldrin. Fortunately, he misses and you do not take the full brunt of his strike, but you can tell they want blood. Your turn, friend. What do you do?
I hate it here.
This is a really bad place to be. I hate it there too.
I'll just teleport out then.
Well, I gotta smack and then run. Oh god.
Smack. Don't you hit me.
I hit everything.
Don't you hit little...
If you attack the purple one, you get advantage.
Smack the bird.
No, you killed Daniel. Wow. Of course you roll a 22. Why would you waste a good roll on me?
It was for the meme. It's worth it. It's fine. Worth it.
Thank God. Thank God. You're hitting the yellow one.
I will remind you, every time you kill Daniel, you have to pay me 20 gold. Because that's how much it cost me to resummon him.
That's not how this works.
Alrighty, good sir, you bash this thing across the maw after it lashes out against you, and you fell it in a singular strike.
Technically, when I use the attack action, I can attack with my echo, but I don't think I can, even if I swap.
Right.
I think I would have to do it at the same time. So I'm just going to swap because I'm scared.
Alright, Sarabi. Who we flaming?
Purple one. It's
Purple Boy.
I can't give you a help action with a save then.
Yeah, I can do a produce flame.
Yeah, so produce flame, you get advantage on that.
I'm pretty sure I'm close enough.
Now watch her miss it.
Like that?
No, you're good. And we'll take the damage from the first one.
Bonus action.
No,
All right.
I'm at 17.
Are you moving, Sarabi?
Hide behind the corpse?
Alright, Lekka.
Well, I'm maintaining casting, but I am going to move a bit. I'll just stand next to Aldrin and keep them at bay, I guess, a bit. I'll just ball lightning one of them, I guess.
It's the red one?
Yeah.
Alrighty, your ball lightning just barely misses and careens over him. Let's see. I'm going to have the purple bat lash out against your mimic, Echo Dude.
Oh, my boy.
And then turn around and dance against the wind and fly away.
Boosting.
He do be boosting, though. And it looks like he was trying to convey that same thing to the red. The other bat kind of looks to the north and sees his fellow leaving, but he thinks he can get a little extra bite out of you. So he kind of latches to the side of the wall and like scurries along it, and he ends up next to you, Aldrin, with his fangs bared out. He slashes out against you.
Because attack of opportunity left my echo space.
The boy in the back, yes. Of course you can.
Get smacked, dummy.
Spank him in the ass. Excellent. Then he will munge on you a little bit.
Rude.
But just a little bit. After you walloped him in the ass, though, he's feeling a little less oomph. His oomph is getting goomfed.
I really like his little feeties.
They are cute.
I thought they had 3 for a second, and then I realized 1 is a tail.
One is definitely a tail.
No, that's definitely a third.
The southern horn.
It's a southern horn.
All right, Aldrin. Flapping in the
weirdly
wind.
shaped southern horn, though.
Oh, I gotta move my boy. I'm gonna give him the double smackaroo.
So does how it work is if your copy is within range, you attack, and then your bonus action does the other attack?
No, I attack, and then I spend a charge of this.
Oh, they're charges.
Charges equal to my Constitution modifier.
Constitution?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to be Constitution, but whatever.
No, why not like strength or proficiency?
I don't know.
Whatever. It's fine.
I mean, I guess it's like trying to maintain your composure or something.
It does make sense, and then it doesn't make sense. Yeah. My favorite.
So you're manifesting this thing with your willpower, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But
effectively, but willpower is usually like wisdom.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't care. using a cool shadow to whack my bat in the ass. Go for it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is definitely unfortunate. All right. Which one was it? Who attacked first?
Me.
Okay. I'm about to say your shadow shows you up.
No.
Okay. So you
technically I have to attack, and
I mean, the shadow gets a back attack.
You swing it up, and the echo's like, like this, and just slams the dirt.
You facepalm. The echo facepalms.
Everyone facepalms. All right.
He misses his head.
Now that you've struck him, he seems ravenous.
I kind of want him dead, but I don't think it's worth it to action surge.
I agree. I'm pretty sure there's bigger, badder things inside this cave.
I'm just gonna chill, I guess, and hope he doesn't murder me.
All right, Zarabi.
I'm gonna make him hear some dead things.
Gonna make him hear some dead things. All right, roll that versatile, please.
I think he failed.
Wow, he failed twice. That's depressing. All right, that is.
Wow, my damage rolls are really bad today.
Honestly, you failed both times. That's fine. Well, you don't get modifiers, so that actually makes a lot of sense for spells like that.
Yeah.
Since he's already on the floor, roll me a d4. The creature cries out in pain, but is not killed. You can tell, though, he wants to leave now. He went from maybe I can get a quick snack from Aldrin to holy shit, it is time to go back. He is bleeding. You can see his eyes are kind of like bulging after that giant bell just like and echoed once again throughout the cave. Lekka?
Bonus action, give myself advantage with my bird boy.
Okay.
Whoosh. And I'll shoot him with a ball lightning thing. Good thing I have advantage.
Hey, alrighty.
Entire damage.
All right, hey, it's enough. How's this go down?
Yay.
Paint me your lightning bolt picture.
So Lekka is like shooting a lightning bolt and it straight up misses, but like Daniel somehow manages to push the bat straight into it, hitting it, careening out of control, crashing into the ground like a wartime plane.
Yeah. I like to imagine the bat probably tried to fly away, and then as you shoot your lightning, Daniel like latched onto his head and was like just like flapping in his face and like turned him right into your bolt. That's perfect. He just
he does like the Looney Tunes style crashing.
Yeah, exactly.
Falling over, falling apart.
I'm just going down like bat pieces are falling out of the sky and just smashes into the ground.
Randomly appears.
All right, we know one of them kerdoodled into the cave somewhere, but the others seem to be dead.
Kerdoodled?
Yeah, so we made a lot of noise. Do we want to keep on going?
I would like to at least take a short rest.
Well, we're going to have to run away in that case.
Can't we just hide around the back of the entrance?
I mean, we made a lot of noise.
Yeah, things are probably coming.
All right, away we go.
Run away.
Brave Sir Robin ran away. For the minute it still lasts, I'll keep my gust of wind pointing to the entrance of the cave so nothing can follow us.
The corpse of the giant's bat just like ragdolling backwards slowly. Just flomping and flomping and rolling further and further into the cave. It's very depressing to look at. How are the three of you attempting to hide? How far away are we going? Realistically, you guys kind of stealth by semi-close and just like roll stealth and be chill that way. You guys can run a pretty decent amount of distance away and then probably be safer. Totally up to you.
I'd rather go with the safer option because I'm in pain.
Yes. Have you tried not being in pain?
Well, you see, I got bullied.
Yes, well, I did tell you not to run into the cave, but...
It's fine. I didn't run that far.
Just fight your things, I get it.
Unga bunga.
His Unga Bunga brain is just slowly increasing.
DPS brain.
Exactly. You're slowly going
Not the
burr.
No, not the DPS.
The more points on fire you take, the more you burr.
Yeah.
I can have Daniel do surveillance for us anyway.
One of them reconnaissances. While you are doing that, go ahead and roll me stealth with advantage, which means Aldrin, you'll just roll straight up. We'll take the first
13.
one. 13 plus 2, right?
15, yeah.
Yeah, so 15. 18. That is sufficient. The dice was not so kind to me. You guys are safe. You can hear creatures moving about. As you guys leave the cave, you can hear some of the corpses being dragged back into the cave, and some being dragged away from the cave.
Can I see by what? Is it a boar?
You see one of the boars is indeed dragging them back. That strange creature, there was actually one kind of moving around about outside the cave, and it sinks its fangs into one of these bats and just begins to kind of drag it along the floor. And it doesn't really go too far away. It goes maybe 30, 40 feet from this cave and just starts eating it. But you guys
Short rest.
do know that you are indeed safe enough to take a short rest. All right.
Yes.
So if you guys wish, we can discuss how we do if we're going back into this cave or not. Entirely up to you guys. We'll discuss it next week, of course. But for now, after you guys beat the shit out of these bats, we'll pause and reconvene next week.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Boy.
Boy.